everyone, it's Johanna, and today I'm with the Illinois farm families for another episode of In the Kitch with Momma Cuisine, live from the McHenry County Fair. This corn shake. In the Philippines, a lot of the dairy is canned because there's not a lot of cows. But what's really cool is this corn shake is so delicious. It really comes from, I've actually never had it. I was born in the Philippines. I grew up there till I was 9 years old, but I've never had this sweet corn shake. And my son, who's right over here, the entire time we were there, that's all he ordered everywhere we went. So when I knew I was gonna come home and do the show, and I'm like, it's so perfect. We're in the Midwest, corn is everywhere. But I want you guys to tell me also more about corn, because when you just leave the city limits, all you see are cornfields. We live right next to one. But you know, if you could tell me and us, the viewers, a little bit more about some corn facts here in Illinois in the Midwest.
What we have here is sweet corn, and it's great this time of year. It's all fresh. We've got a lot of farms in this area that do grow sweet corn, but what you see most of out in the field, that would be field corn. It's also called #2 yellow corn, and it's a harder shell. It's full of starch. That is really used a lot for animal feed. It's also used for ethanol production. And then there's a variety of other uses. Plastics are now made from corn, sweeteners, cereals. I mean, there's a ton of other uses for that field corn.
Corn and start eating it.
Exactly, yeah, you would be in for a rude awakening. Yeah, chances are it's not sweet corn. Absolutely. Did you have anything to add, Rosie?
Yeah, and I'm just touching on local again, actually. So like she said, most of the corn you see growing isn't the sweet corn here that we munch on. So a lot of times, where do you get your sweet corn today? At a farmer's market, grocery store? Yeah, sure. So you can buy it anywhere, and a lot of times it's easy to find local sweet corn this time of year because it's ripe and it's ready. But you can also buy sweet corn in December in Illinois, right? Which is kind of special if you think about it, because it's not ripe that time of year, so it gets canned. But just because it's a can in the grocery store doesn't mean it's not local. Actually, my neighbor grows sweet corn that gets canned for Del Monte. So even if you're buying big name brands, doesn't mean you're not supporting local farmers. So stuff from our farm goes straight in the can and the jug, just like everybody else.
That's a really cool thing that I wish when we talk about labeling, that when big company, I think people, it's the whole fear thing. People get scared of big companies, and then I never even realized till you said it right now that they could be canned locally and it's in our shelves, but you're seeing that big, scary name. Now I wish there was a way to say, you know, where, but I know that's a whole other topic, but it would be cool to see on the can that it's Illinois corn. But I'm gonna go ahead and make this shake because it's so super easy. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. We're gonna get some ice, very, very simple here, but what I'm gonna do is get the corn. So you can get the corn. Now I'm like preaching to the choir because you guys know how to handle your corn here, but you could grate it, right, to get that creamy texture out, and it's already sweet. This stuff is so good. Let's see here.
Could you use canned sweet corn?
You can use canned, and it's easy, right? But let's see here. We have some evaporated milk, or you can use whole milk. And we're gonna add a little bit of condensed. So instead of sugar, just more, it's more milky. Obviously super sweet, so good. We could have you guys taste it if you'd like. Let's see here. Now Momma Cuisine, you know, it's all about great everyday meals, simple things that's in your pantry, easy to find, which I think why people love the site, the show, the recipes that I share, because a lot of it really is about that. You know, at the end of the day, it's about spending time with your kids, with your family, with your friends, whipping up a really good, delicious meal very easily, and that's the beauty of Momma Cuisine. So we have here some ice. Just gonna add tons of ice. Yay! Perfect. How easy is that? Like 3 ingredients. Of course, if you don't want to do condensed milk, you could do honey. You could do, really, there's so many different variations that you can do. If you're dairy free, you could do coconut milk or almond milk. There's so many ways to make it your own. Let's see, let's do. Just until the ice is really blended through. Very yummy. I kind of want to add more corn. It looks like it needs more corn. So let's add a little bit more. It's a corn shake, so it has to be corny. Has to have corn in it. Let's just add that whole thing in there. A lot of times we see corn as savory here in the States, but there's so much. I've had corn ice cream, so good. Corn and cheese ice cream. Have you guys ever had that? Oh, it's so good. So you have to try it. Ice crust. Perfect. My little blender here. Let's give it a try. Let me try it so I don't kill you. Okay.
What do you think?
I want you girls to try this.
Okay.
Yeah, get a bendy straw. That's for you, Rosie. Here you are, Michelle. The moment of truth, my sweet corn shake. Let's see if they like it. Right? Is it weird or what? Is it kind of weird?
It's weird, but I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Like
It's very
covering my
sweet.
corn in butter, but it's not bad. With
It's not roasted corn with butter, but it's good. It's creamy. I wanted to share it because it's just something that we really enjoyed recently to a trip to the Philippines. And there, corn is really used mostly as like in desserts, you know, and not so much savory, just like avocados and all that stuff. Here in the States, we see it on toast and all these guacamole, but there it's used as in desserts, shakes, and ice cream. So it's just something that I wanted to share. Pretty good, right? If you guys wanted some, you can go ahead. We'll give you a little sample of what we have here. It's super delicious. So is there anything else that we want to talk about with the Illinois Farm Families? Anything that you want to share before we go?
Yeah, we had all these products out here to show some of the labeling, and pork is something we hadn't touched on yet. So we have ham and bacon here because everybody likes bacon, right? And one thing that we saw when we were at the grocery store looking for these on almost every single pork package was the label that says no added hormones. We touched on this on beef and dairy because hormones are used sometimes in creating those products. One thing that's special about pork and poultry is that no hormones are ever used. It's illegal, they don't even exist. So that's a label that bothers me when I see it in the store because it's completely just used, again, to instill fear, and every single pork chop or piece of bacon that you buy in the store wasn't grown using hormones.
Well, another one we could touch on is natural. The word natural has no strict definition at all. According to the USDA and the FDA, the people who set the definitions, the only natural definition is for meat products only. And all it means, it's real simple. It says minimally processed with no additives like dyes or food colorings. That's all it means. It has absolutely nothing to do with the way it was raised. Right, absolutely. So that's, another one that kind of bothers me a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if people basically know that their food came from a farm somewhere, and, that's what we want people to know.
You know, what I love to do is bringing my children to the farmer's market. It's such an easy way to get to know the farmers that are around you. And plus, it's such a fun way to spend the weekend with the kids, seeing all these crazy colored eggs, because they never see it in a typical grocery store. Like, the eggs are green, and there's asparagus that's purple, and there's corn that's all sorts of colors, and all kinds of, and it's just really a great way to spend the day. And I really want to encourage the viewers out there to check out farmers markets and the county fair, since we're here, because it's a really great way not to just get your produce, but it's just a fun way to get connected to your farmers and get to know them. And you come every week and you get to know their names, and you get really good specials. They hook you up and they save the best stuff for you when you get to know them. And it's just a really fun way to get and be part of your community. So cheers to the milkshakes.